Sam Phillips opened the Memphis Recording Service in January 1950. Sun Records didn't even begin as Sun Records. Local blues singers like B.B. King, Howlin Wolf, Ike Turner, Roscoe Gordon, and Rufus Thomas soon heard about Phillips' studio and made their way to 706 Union Avenue. He leased their records to other companies and told everyone that starting his own label was the last thing on his mind. But he scored some big hits for those other labels, and he felt like he wasn't getting a fair shake. So, in 1952, Sam Phillips started Sun Records.
Well, now meet me at the bottom, bring me my running shoes. When I come out the window, won't have no time to lose.
It wasn't just blues singers who came to Sam Phillips' studio. Country singers came in too. Phillips showed some interest if they had something a little different going on. Elvis Presley. Yeah, Elvis started on the hillbilly circuit. Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, even Roy Orbison. All of them were young, and none of them sounded like anyone else. Sun Records revolutionized music, and they did it from a tiny storefront studio in Memphis. Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, Charlie Rich, Carl Perkins, they all made plenty of records after leaving Sun, but none were better than what they left behind in Memphis. And then there were the guys who went to Sun, gave it their all, and came up empty. A lot of brilliant records never sold. Some now famous singers, guys like Conway Twitty and Charlie Pride, didn't even make it to the label. The real story of Sun Records is about those who made it and those who didn't. The full picture, that's what you get on these new Bear Family box sets. Box sets, complete as only Bear Family does complete, have already told the story of Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, and Roy Orbison at Sun. Then there are the single and double CDs of every Sun artist who recorded enough for an album, and even a few who didn't. And if your collection has some holes in it, Bear Family has released every original Sun single in 6 box sets. Every single, some of them so rare that just a handful of copies exist. Every single with both the A and B sides, all in glorious mono. Sam Phillips recorded country music from the get-go. The Sun Country Box tells that story like it's never been told before. There's Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Carl Perkins. That's no surprise. But the real story is in guys like Ernie Chafin, Slim Rhodes, Charlie Feathers, Warren Smith, and all the others who didn't make it, but made great music. It was country, but it wasn't like anything coming out of Nashville. State-of-the-art remastering, unpublished photos, and untold stories make this the last word on Sam Phillips and country music. The Sun Blues Box might just be the best blues collection ever. It's the sound of the blues leaving the Mississippi Delta for the city. Memphis was the first stop on that journey, and Sam Phillips knew just how special this music was. Now here's the incredible part. Even after 60 years, there are still songs no one's ever heard, photos no one's ever seen, and stories no one's ever told. Now it's all together in one truly definitive package. You can make a case for saying that rock and roll was invented at 706 Union Avenue. Sure, the big names are here. Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Charlie Rich, Roy Orbison. But the Sun Rock Box gives equal time to guys like Billy Riley, Sonny Burgess, Ray Smith, Gene Simmons, and a host of others. Even Charlie Pride. Yeah, that Charlie Pride, the guy who became the first black country star, made his first recording as a rock and roll singer at Sun. It's here, and so are nearly 300 other rock and roll classics. Stories you've never heard and photos you've never seen make this the last word on rock and roll at Sun Records.